Hey everyone, Zas here for a vintage cube. Let's see how we do. We ended up playing a pretty fun mono green deck last time that didn't look super broken, but ended up being pretty good. And this time around, well, there's a Force of Will, which I think has to be the best card, but I haven't played mono red yet, and there's both Goblin Guide and Stormkirk Noble, which I think are really strong. So I'm gonna pass up the Force of Will, which I think is definitely the best card, and see if I can go mono red, just that this is the best creature. If I wheel the Noble, I'll be very happy. Otherwise, the Flame Slash is also good. These are all 1 mana spells. So yeah, let's give this a shot. Mono red, go, go, go. All right, now more great blue stuff, Daze, Shelldock, Isle. But let's continue with red. So I'm a big fan of the 1 mana spells. So I'm going to reserve this, but I'm not familiar with this. So let's take a look at it. Escalate 1, 4 damage to a creature, 3 damage to an opponent. Yeah, I think it's all about as cheap as possible. So let's go for those 1-drops. And the cheaper, the better. I'm talking like, I want like 8 to 10 one mana spells. And the only 4 mana spells I want to see are like Koth and the good Chandra, the Torch of Defiance, maybe. Okay, so no super cheap spells. There is Char, which I think we'll end up taking. Dual Caster, I don't think is as good. And Char does big damage. More great blue stuff here. Are we recording? Yes. Okay. I really hope I wheel that Stormkirk Noble, or else the Flame Slash. Would definitely prefer the Noble. I think you need the creature pressure early. So this used to be a blue spell, or called Psionic Blast, back in the early days of Magic. Very out of color for blue. Ooh, Fiery Confluence. So that's more great blue stuff here. But yeah, I'll take the Confluence. It is 4, which is a bit on the expensive side, but yeah, this can deal 6 damage to an opponent. Not a big fan of the deal 1 to each creature mode, since it's going to hit our creatures too, but we gotta cut that red. Okay, so a little more expensive than I want things to be. This, not sure I love him. Maybe it's just Sarkon here. The problem with him is that, like, you want to play him on like turn 3. He does have Prowess, which is okay, but I think Sarkon is the most immediately impactful card. Alright, and yeah, Brimstone Volley is fine. The possible 5 damage, the morbid, 5 damage makes it potentially better, but still more expensive than I'd like things to be. I would definitely like a much more 1s and 2s. But, we will take what we take. Certainly if you can burn them out at, like, you can kind of consider this a burn spell. Not really, but Okay, ooh, there's Greaves. Boy, I really like Greaves. Had that been the first pick, I might have taken it and built a mid-range deck. But in this deck, that seems bad. Probably just Stagger Shock. I don't see. I just don't see Greaves working when I'm going for such low cost. Yeah, I'll just take the Stagger Shock. Definitely would like more creatures here. I'm getting a little concerned. Okay, here's more stuff. So there's a hasty guy and this. Menace. Well, he has sort of evasion. And so he's kind of like the Abbott thing. Okay, I suppose he's sort of hard to block. I'm going to take him just because he's cheaper. Yes, okay. That's a great sign that the Noble and the Slash came out. I really like Flame Slash, but I'm going to take the Noble. Really got to prioritize those one-drop creatures. And the fact that they both wield is great. That means no one else is playing red as far as I can tell. So yeah, that is fantastic. Since I think this is one of the better red one-drops, if he came back, that's great for us. Okay. So, Creator's Claw, I'm not a big fan of the X spell, but this, yeah, 3 damage to an opponent or for a creature. Yeah. Okay, I'll take that. What did I take over Stagger Shock? Alright, just take all the red spells. All red all day. At this point, if I'm pretty much the only red drafter, it makes the picks pretty easy, and it'll just become kind of luck of the draw and possibly deck building. This guy I don't like quite as much. Now this guy, I mean, it is 4 damage, like a Char. That's something. Yeah, this guy I don't know if he's good enough. Okay, sure. Maybe there's a world where I have a Spectre. Okay, and he has 2 mana. Can sight in a free black here. So I got 2 of these sort of card advantage guys. And is that good? I don't see how that's good. I guess if you have too many lands, it's good. Ooh, active aggression. Active aggression actually pretty good for us. Some great spells that are not in our colors here, like this Ulamog is fantastic, Lenalundra. I really like Garruk Wildspeaker. Yeah, I think I'll just take active aggression. If you consider this a 3-drop, it can hit really hard. Okay, put that here in the 3 slot. What is that thing, an elephant? Alright, not great for us. I guess there's Forked Bolt. Yeah, that's fine. That's actually quite fine. Great against elves and stuff, and the extra damage. Yeah, this, not going to play that. Okay. Give me more of the 1 mana spells. Just keep things like 5, 4. Oh, Chandra Torch of Defiance. I really like her. This hoses us, but that's, I think, with Koth, one of the rare 4-drops I really like to see. This can't block. 3/2 for 2. That's not awful. But yeah, I really like her. Deals 4 damage, card advantage. Ooh, and a Monastery Swift Spear. That when I was talking about the 1-drops. Slagstorm would also hose us, and so I'm liking this more and more. More 1-drops. Okay, and this is, I guess, a 3-2 for 2. That's fine. I think more what we're trying to do than either the Abbot or the Ire Shaman. So here, whenever flying, he doesn't have haste. He's just a 4/4 flying for 4. Didn't they used to have this, but then you had to sack 2 mountains or something? And then he's painful if you attack? Okay. Yeah. I suppose, I mean, I'm not taking anything else here. Does this become a dragon? He becomes a dragon also. Oh boy, I like the Quarter Paladin. Anger of the Gods. That hoses us. Devil's Play. Huh. None of these great. One less for each instant or sorcery. This guy just seems bad. I guess he's like a 5 and draw several cards. Guess we take the X spell. Okay, Seal of Fire, another 1 mana. And I'm going to play the Golem. I suppose the Dark Dwellers could, they sort of come with a bolt. And sure, Dragonfire. Not the best, but it's a filler card, I suppose. And Scrounger or a Bone Splitter. I could see actually Bone Splitter being okay here. I could see Bone Splitter being a thing. Alright, I'll take a Bonfire of the Damned. That's maybe better than the Devil's Play. At least it clears stuff. Alright. Don't even know if I like the Dark Dwellers, honestly. Dual Caster Mage. Doesn't seem that great either. Seems clunky. This guy at least has Menace. I guess if I can play this guy on turn 3, then like maybe get a land. I guess that's sort of a thing. Moluku. Nobody wants Moluku. Okay. So let's see how many 1-drops do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good. Definitely would like Jackal Pup or something like that. Ooh, Rabble Master and Chain Lightning. I'm gonna go with the 1-drops again. I do like me a Rabble Master, but and then maybe I can wheel Legionnaire or Rabble Master or even Riders. But yeah, I'm gotta take those primo 1-drops. Okay, so here's another kind of. I don't really like this Chandra. She's more control-y, I think. Oh, she makes it so that creatures can't block. But this is more explosive. I'd rather take the Hellkite. Sort of more like Sarkon. Doesn't have pro-white. This is the one that, but it like taps the flying creature, so it sort of like hits for 5. In principle, it hits for 5 guaranteed. There's a Gristlebrand. Spark Mage more for like elves and stuff. I guess we take the Convoke here, the Stoke the Flames. It's got some interaction with the Dragon Fodder to Convoke. And just, yeah, even if I have like 1 or 2 creatures making it at 3, I think that makes it better. Maybe consider this like a 3-drop. Alright, here's a Kenko's command, but we already have Dragon Fodder. I think Roast is a lot better. Alright, here Magma Jet, Fire. Fire's pretty good. Alright, so here we've got the Firecraft or the Bushwhacker. There is the Bushwhacker for the haste, seems pretty good maybe, just to have another creature. I have a lot of burn. 4 damage to creature. Yeah, let's take the Bushwhacker, and then we can have more spells if we need. Okay, so there's Chandra's Phoenix here. Does have haste. And I think it's Incinerate is kind of the premium card. Sorry about that. Have a little one. Ooh, Lightning Bolt and Grouger. Wow, that's great. Well, I'm gonna 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's gonna be 1 card left here. There's a good chance Gorger actually comes back. Yeah, Lightning Bolt is so good. Oh man, I really want the Gorger, but yeah, I'm gonna take the Lightning Bolt. I think it has the highest chance of wheeling. But that's great. That's really great. If we can get that, that's going to be a gift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 1-mana spells. That's great. Okay, so here we've got Bombardment. Or Chandra, Fire of Kaladesh. Yeah, I think Chandra is the way to go here. Yeah, let's take Chandra. And alright, we'll side in an Avalanche Riders. Oh, was there a Porcelain Legionary I missed? Should have taken a Legionary, I think. Yeah, shoot. I think it was there. That would have been much better. Alright, well, we'll take this. Dang. I really regret going too fast and not taking the Legionnaire. Legionnaire would have been fantastic. 3 power for 2. Would have taken out one of these guys. Okay, we'll side in this guy against elves. And sure, bring in Kenko's command. Arg. Arg, regretting the Porcelain Legionnaire, bros. Blinded by just looking at red cards. I had plenty of time. I was all distracted by the crying kid. Alright, take Firecraft. That might be good, can't be countered. And sure. Yes, the Gorger came back. That is great. That's really great. Alright, I'm going to pause, take care of the kid here. Alright, let's take a look at this starting with all the 1-drops. So 11 1-drops. Let's look at the 2-drops. I really am kicking myself for that Porcelain Legionnaire. Is Isochron Scepter a trap? How many? One. The thing is, it's only instance. So far that's just Lightning Bolt. It would just be Incinerate. Yeah, there's not enough. That's a drop. Okay, so let's look at the 2-drops. Definitely Incinerate. Definitely the Gore House. Am I playing those? The Kinko's Command. I think Roast for sure as well. Are these good? If I just play all this low stuff, just as cheap as possible. And then 3-drops, this counts as a 3-drop. This does 5 damage. At 4. Yeah, I like this Chandra. Stroke counts 3 as 3. And then I could add like Hellkite or Sarkon. What about this Chandra? With all the 1-drops? It's gotta be good, right? Four damage. Isn't Exquisite Firecraft just better than Stoke the Flames? I feel like yes. That also seems pretty good. Yeah, these seem better than like Char. 5 damage. Maybe you can take out Kinko's Command. Yeah, that seems good. Bunch of dudes. Are we recording? Yeah. Definitely would have liked a Porcelain Legionnaire here. Can we like just hide this? Hide, 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 and So I don't think I'm playing any of the X spells. I like the idea of Sarkhan or Thundermaw. Maybe Thunder with giving the nod to Thundermaw. Also just this, but or I could take out Thundermaw and put in like Confluence or something. Maybe even Chandra isn't that great. Maybe like a Confluence is better. Just 6 damage. Like maximizing the sort of face. And this is 6 to the face, 4 to the face, probably at least 4 to the face. This counts as a 3-drop. Yeah. It's like yeah, 2 to the player each time. I wonder if I can play 16 lands also here. Also the Defiance. I guess if you just have a bunch of lands. Do I play Sarkhan? Maybe 5 drops are a trap. Could play like another Kenko's Command or something. I mean, these aren't bad. So we've got really 13 creatures, and they work well with Bone Splitter. And then just 16 creatures. And I'm not playing this Chandra. Okay, let's give this a shot. 16 mountains. I guess the thing I keep going back and forth on is that I feel like the Abbot and Ire Shaman just aren't that good. I guess I can play them later and there's sort of card advantage. And I guess if I want to like slow things down, I can play, you know, these cards. Yeah, there's not that many artifacts though. But yeah, 6 damage is a lot. Okay, let's give this a shot. Take a snip. If I'm playing like against an elf deck, you know, I can remove some of these like command type guys, and it's also Chandra's Phoenix. All right, let's see how this does. So I guess the idea is I attack with her and then untap, untap, and I've got this Chandra. Sure. Definitely, we can say that the abbot could have been the Porcelain Legionnaire, hypothetically. Oh, I have to hit play, don't I? That's not great. It's kind of a do-nothing hand. We got to mulligan this. Got to be a little more aggressive here. Okay, that's bad. Mulligan again. Oh my god. Okay, I'll keep this. Put that on the bottom. Maybe I should have kept that first hand after all. Oh, great. Okay, well, we got lucky there. I think I'll just play the abbot. It would have been nice, but... Fiery Confluence may end up being exactly what we need here. If we can just confluence away his stuff. Yeah, Porcelain Legionnaire. I definitely feel like I could have had that. Alright, do we just bolt it? I think we just bolt it. Okay. Alright, and now I'm going to hope for a confluence. I don't want to waste a firecraft on a single guy here. Okay. Great. This is fantastic. So we'll cast this, and 2 to each creature and 2 to each opponent. Yeah, he's got a Thunder Maw too. Look at that. Look at that. So I think we're losing here, and against this deck we want to... yep, that's not bueno. So I guess we want to slow down a little bit against him. So more Sarkons and stuff. 5, 6, 7, okay. I guess I have to kill this thing. So yeah, I think we want more removal, more planeswalkers. And we're dead. Okay. So I like Bonfire against him. I like Sarkon. Definitely I like this Chandra as well. Char's maybe not so good. So what do I take out? Maybe I take out Firecraft, bring in Chandra. Maybe this Chandra's also not that good. Roast seems not that good. Maybe guys like Abbott and Irish Shaman are also less good, and I can bring in Spark Mage does seem good against him. Let me add one more land. More like value type of burn. Yeah, like Stagger Shock. Maybe over Dragon Fodder. I want to keep things... Dual caster on him. Well, let's keep this. Alright. Okay, we got a Swift Spear. This is good. And, ooh, and we have Goblin Guide. That's great. Firebolt, okay. Alright, now we'll play a Swift Sphere and Lava Mancer. Okay, now we've got some removal. Let's see how that does. Okay. That'll be a nice target. Okay, Drew Hellkite. Not exactly what I wanted to see. So do I just incinerate this guy? I think I do just incinerate because this will be more effective. Right, wait, no. I could bolt and then that leaves me the ability to Grim Lavamancer, but I think I just want to attack. Okay, I'm gonna bolt my guy. Alright, well, at least now I've got things I can Lavamancer. Chandra's Phoenix, fine. Definitely a little bit embarrassed by this stuff, but hopefully it'll give us some late game advantage. Yeah, so we'll do this on his attacker's step. Don't really feel like wasting a bolt on him. And step, do I blow him up or do I just shoot at his face? Do I shoot at his face? Make him recast it. No, we can wait. Okay. So here we've got 6, 8. So I think I want to start shooting him now, right? Because I should be able to do 4. 6, 4 should be able to do 10 to his face. So okay, I think we'll start doing that. Do I do to him? Yeah, now let's go more control. If we draw, I think this will... Maybe this is wrong, but... Maybe this is wrong and I should be going to his face. We'll see. So I guess I could just chain lightning him now. Well, I can't do it back to me. And now any land hits pretty hard. And if he spends his turn casting the Phoenix, I'm okay with that. Alright. Mountain. And the Phoenix. So yeah, I think we let him hit. Mountain, okay. Let's do a 1 and 1. And we'll be done. Okay, that's going to start to get annoying. And do I just blow? Do I just shoot at him? Now I kind of wish I'd cast the other ones, but there might be something I need to blow up. If I draw land that I'm hitting with this, and then with this. Should I just do it and go all in? Like, let's do it and go all in. Active aggression. That's unfortunately not great here. I can do this to do 2 damage to him. I'll take 5. Now he'd be dead if I'd blown him up. Alright, I'm just going to cast it. And untap creature and gets haste, right? And he could have a bigger thing like a Thunder Maw. Maybe 5, 10. so now I'm thinking I should, within Lavamancer, I should have just fired at him. Probably could have gotten 2 hits in. Hellrider, okay. That's going to hurt really bad. Am I just dead? Yep, I'm dead. And... alright. Yeah, let's run it back. Which I wonder, I really do like Starcon. Maybe him over the Firecraft. Yeah, let's do that. Well, lost to the mirror match. I think I could have been more aggressive in one game too, so I think that's on me. Okay, a 1 lander again. But we have Noble and Lightning. Let's do it. Did we win the roll? No, he's playing first. So we'll have 2. Yeah, I'm okay. Go greedy. I'm going to be wanting to blow that up. Okay, that's problematic. So let's use the Seal of Fire. Gotta kill those right away. And we still have Chain Lightning if we don't draw. Okay, that's fantastic. So we can play Goblin Guide and Noble. Sylvan Library, okay. Okay, plays a library. There's our Hellkite, and so I think we're just going to play some Dragon Fodder. It does get the land. Hopefully we can just chain or incinerate whatever he plays. If he's got nothing, that's great for us. Uh-oh. Oracle, okay. Definitely going to blow that up. And we can play 2 lands. So I guess we incinerate that and then play Lavamancer. Attack everybody. Starting to get dangerous. Now this time maybe we should remember our lesson that we have just go to him directly. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. So we should be able to kill him now with just direct damage. This guy is not seeming great. Replace him with like one of the Chandra's things. Okay, Pelucranos. That's annoying. So I guess we Lavamancer and Chain Lightning him. Reanimate. Okay, that's scary. Okay, luckily he can't. He can reanimate and then make him pretty big. Reanimate, play a land, and he'll have 5, so he can monstrosity for 2, which should be fine. Okay. Alright, then that should not be enough. And why show him we have the active aggression? Let's just exile and exile. Alright. So he's gonna have elves and stuff. So makes me think the Spark Mage is good. Makes me think Stagger Shock is good. And yeah, this guy isn't bad either because it doesn't let his big things block. So meanwhile, maybe Hellkite isn't that great. Maybe Sarkhan isn't that great. That still seems good. Maybe the Ire Shaman isn't as good. And do I want to play this Chandra? Alright, let's try that. Alright, a Gorger, a Bone Splitter, and an Active Aggression. It's not great, but I'll keep. Oh great, that makes it much better. Next I can play an Equip Splitter, or just play Gorger and play Splitter. Sylvan Caryatid. Now I just want to play an Equip. now so that we can active aggression. Yep. And that's going to be a bit problematic. So next turn he can monstrosity it for 2. Also just hit for 9. Yeah, he monstrosities for 2, and he can. And I feel like this is kind of better. We'll also be taking 4 damage. So he will end up at 5 life, though. There's definitely something to be said about taking him to 5, but then next turn he untaps, he kills my Goblin Guide. And then where are we? Huh. Might be better to just let him monstrosity and then we can active aggression when it's even bigger. Okay, I like that. So I'll play Chandra. He can monstrosity, kill my Chandra or Goblin Guide, get bigger, and then, yeah, then we act it. Uh-oh. Now we can monstrous 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see if he decides to monstrous. A little bit, okay. Yeah, that was the... Okay, so now I can definitely Chandra and play this and this and then blow up his, like blow him up. Or just Chandra and like do 2 to him. Might be the way to go. Is there any way he can actually kill Pelucranos? Well, he can just make it monstrous, so I don't think so. Cast a red spell, so let's play this. I think we won't unleash. We want the blockers, right? To protect Chandra. What's he doing? monstrous? No, he's sacking his elder. Okay. It's a bit dangerous because I could have a lightning bolt and then kill his Pelucranos. Wait, did I miss? Huh? Did I misclick or something? No, I just have to use her again. So no, I don't want the... Do I? He's gonna monstrous something. I want him to block, so no. Let's do that. Alright. And let's deal 2 to him. Okay. 4-2, 4-2, 2-2. So, alright. We're done. See how that works. Could active aggression and get 2 damage in, but no, I think we just want to keep our Chandra alive here. Okay, so it's just going to start getting lots of stuff. At this point, we're just trying to burn him out. Presumably aggression will work as like a removal for one of his guys. Okay. So he can make him 3, 4, 5. He can make him a 7, 7. So if we block with everybody, he can still 1, 2, 3, 4. Still do monstrous 2, kill one of them, and then, so we just want to chump here. Just might as well just jump with this guy. Alright, burninating not successful. Do I blow this thing up? I could blow this thing up and then active aggression. But then I lose Chandra. I'm dealing 6 to him though. And he's down to 3 and I just have to deal like some burn. Am I okay with losing Chandra? If I chump and chump again, I can deal 4 to him. I think he's going to start attacking with all these things too. The nice thing is it forces him to chump. Well, he'll block the Gorger on this. You gotta have faith in the deck, right? So blow this thing up, aggress, and then just try to draw burn. Let's do it. It does hurt his mana. Okay. And he at least has to chump with the carroted, right? Monstrous. It's probably a good idea. No, monstrous though. If he taps that, then that kills him. So, don't think that works. Match 3 or match 2? Can't see the lead. Yeah, my deck just has to cough up some burn before I die. So he is monstrosing it. Just on this, looks like. Okay. So I could just attack with Pelucranos. Assuming he chumps, and then that gives me one more. That kills this, and then I can deal. I have one turn to chump, and I can play Chandra and burn him again. Or I can just attack and get my 4 in, and then he'd be at 5. 5 seems a bit harder to kill him by. So basically 7, but then I have to chump. Then he attacks Chandra. I have to chump. And he's at 7. No, I think we're all in. Let's just attack with everyone. Let's just attack with everyone. And if he does attack, he's still vulnerable to the guide, presumably. So. Wouldn't mind a Sarkon or something. Did I side him out? Okay, there goes Chandra. Surak. Okay, stuff's gonna start getting pretty scary. Why didn't you just play Surak first? You could have hit with both. It must have been a mistake. So I don't have a whole lot of time left before I just die. Reanimate. And I think I'm probably just dead now. I need to block, because otherwise I'm taking... Yeah. Yeah, I just need to block and draw some burn, I think. I don't know why I played Reanimate there. That really helps me. So I might have, what, 2 turns to draw burn? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So he's going to kill the guide. And 9, 14. So I think I just have 1 turn now. All right, come on deck, you can do it. Yep, 12, 15. Alright, come on deck. Give me a bolt. That'll do. That will do, sir. Let's just deal as much to each opponent as possible. No? What's he got? Some life gain? Fireball? Stream of life? What is it? Help. Court of Calling. Okay. Something that gives him 3 life. All right, GG. All right. That worked better. Take a snip here. Let's take a new snip. Am I still okay with these 4 drops here? These 5 drops? This is a 3 drop. I wonder if I should just, if I'm playing a little bit with fire, haha, so to speak, and maybe I just want like the Torch of Defiance and Thunderbreak Regent, just because more castable. I'm going to do that. Just keep things a bit lower on the mana curve. Sorry, just gonna pause for a second. So, yeah, let's try this. Lower the cost a little bit. And let us go for it. Yeah, I don't know. My opponent playing Reanimate there, that just seemed bad. Seems like exactly what you don't want to do against a red deck. think I got a mulligan this time. Alright, we'll keep this. And yeah, that seems fine. Play the command on the bushwhacker, and that should hit reasonably hard. Sensei's Demining Top, okay? Yeah, that's something I can't really confluence actually, since it protects itself. Okay, so let's just play Kenko's command. And then, yeah, we'll kick this guy. Red and white, that can be very aggro or it can be kind of controlling. Okay, keep topping it up. Yeah, hit for 6 seems good. This can do up to 6 more. And then this, so that's a virtual. Anonymous. I like his name. Rift Bolt. So that'll be on his next turn. That's fine. We'll have gotten to do most of our damage. Of confluence. Alright, so now he gets to blow up one of our things, but they're all 1/1s. They've done most of their damage. Play another top. I'm kind of fine with him just playing the top. Yeah, it sinks up a lot of his mana. So I guess I'd have to use it in response to him doing the tap if I wanted to destroy that, but that's fine. I'm happy with him spending mana like that. It's casting, activating, that's a bunch of mana used. Alright, not the best, but okay, 12. So 6, 8. So I need to deal 4 more damage after these cards. So we can get 1 more hit in. It's probably a lot to ask, 1 more hit in. But some burn, perhaps? No, if he's not casting anything, that's great for us again. Okay. Another land. Again, not super great. I guess he could have like a Geddon. I don't see why he would get in. Okay. Incinerate one of my guys. Great. That's very good. I like to see that. That's partially cancels out my mana flood. Gamble, okay. Best for me would be taps out for some like giant artifact. Soulfire Grandmaster. Okay. Glad I don't really want to see that. Is that what he gambled for? I feel like that might be what he gambled for. Oops. Yeah, that's a tough break. Another burn for this? Okay. Well, can't really complain too much. I just have to deal 8. I just have to find a way to deal 3 more damage. And the Seal of Fire and Confluence. Well, the thing is, if you played the Grandmaster, though, I would have just Seal of Fired it. But it's still bad for him. I will certainly grant that. Oh, Thunderbreak Regent. That might be good. If you Wraths, I'm okay. So I'll just keep this up. Just in case there's some sort of blow up your lands thing. Alright. So it'll be interesting to see how he deals with this, because anything targeted means I presumably kill him. Johnny gains 2 life. Okay. suppose that's a thing. I wonder if I just ignore Johnny, though. I bring him at 9. So, let's think here. If I attack him, he's at 9. Then he Johnny's against again. He'll be at 11. Or he could play some sort of angel and make it big. I guess that's possibly a threat. Yeah, maybe I just don't want a Johnny. 9, and I can take him to 1. I should just ignore a Johnny. The problem, though, is if I ignore a Johnny attack and then he makes some like angel, some like problematic angel with lifelink or something. But then I can also still draw bird. Now let's stay true to our roots, so I'm just going to attack him. I can always, like, if it's super scary, I can, try to attack again and seal. And 6, 7, 8, okay. An angel that's problematic, and a Hiri. Okay, that's kind of problematic. But he'll have to take 3 damage if he exiles it. Okay, so he's going to deal 3 damage. So, no, maybe it's 6. And I want to confluence him. Yay for the Regent's ability. That was relevant. So he has a reasonable amount of life gain. So no. And him. So red-white planeswalker-y control, life gain stuff. So no and no. Alright. So against a deck like that, definitely feel like hasty things are good against him. So maybe Act isn't that good, but Hellkite and Sarkon are. seen a whole lot of big creatures like that. You can see maybe Abbott has been sort of unimpressive. I feel like against a deck like his, Avalanche Riders is also pretty good. Maybe over like Bone Splitter. Just like reduce his... Yeah. Alright. Seems fine. We'll keep. So we can bushwhack next turn. Reasonable chance this dies. Uh-oh. That can be scary. Incinerate. Yikes. Yikes, that is pretty scary. That's pretty scary. Alright, well played, sir. Well played. Cast with kicker. Just go for it. See if Sarkhan can be enough. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Ooh, anger. Yow. Sweepers. That hurts me, bro. Alright. Now we're pretty vulnerable to playing just a single thing. Maybe I should have Chain Lightning him. I feel like I need to save it in case he has like some lifelink guy or something though. So now even playing the Goblin Guide isn't that good. Except it lets me Brimstone volley him. So I can just deal 5 to him so he's at 10. Is that good? Now I feel like I can do that at any time. I'd rather like save up multiple creatures or something, you know. And plus, like, I might have a Planeswalker I have to deal with. Okay. That is annoying. I might get like a Fiery Confluence too, you know? Okay, Johnny. Hey, sweetie. Yeah. Feel free to turn the lights on. Okay, so he's gonna make a bigger Johnny. So here's where I could, I guess, I suppose I could just Brimstone Volley the Ajani. Seems awfully bad. I think this is like my chance to play Guide too. Well, okay. So here's a bit of a choice. We can play Guide and Riders. Seems really good to keep him low on mana. Or I can just play Sarkon. Is it? Do you want to turn the AC on? Sure, go ahead. I could also just like guide. Maybe what I do is I guide, hit Ajani, chain lightning the Ajani, and then when he invariably kills my thing, I Brimstone Volley him. Okay. So let's attack a giant here. Got a mountain. And yes, redirect. Okay, and so now we can, if he kills my, if he incinerates my Goblin Guide, I get to volley him. The thing is, if I'd attacked with Riders and Guide, I wasn't going to kill him. Okay, so that's a thing we may need to blow up in response. Char. Yeah, we cannot allow that have the life. Oh, it's still just going to have the lifelink, huh? What's he targeting? He's targeting me. Well, that's a bit annoying. Guess that won't change this, huh? But at least I'll be able to get to hit him again with Sarkon. No, it doesn't have lifelink anymore. Okay, that's good. Great, great. That makes a big difference. Wasn't sure if that would work that way. Okay, so now might be the time to just hasty hit him with Riders. On the other hand, it's kind of more mana efficient to just hit with Sarkon, isn't it? So let's do that. Alright. So he still has to deal with this. Did he get a mountain when I attacked him? Yeah, he got a mountain. Okay. Okay, so he's got enough to kill my guide. Stoke the flames. Okay. On Sarkon and kill him. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Blow up one of his lands. And we'll play this. And unleash it. Alright, we're all in here, guys. All in. So hopefully we can hit for one more and then draw some sort of removal. The anger of the boat gods was bad for us. Alright, okay, he played a Pyromancer. That's what spell did he play here? Incinerate, okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you feel free to do this roll if you want. Do we want to pay Echo? Well, let's see. If we pay Echo, at least it lets us like attack and kill stuff. Whereas like the Pyromancer can sort of eventually become really threatening, so yeah, I'll pay it. Okay, Kinko's command. That's alright, I suppose. Is he going to double jump? Or is he going to get greedy? Yeah. That's the smart thing to do. Alright, and let's see if he can deal with that. So next turn he blows up Avalanche Riders. And maybe I can hit for 2 and then just draw some removal. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not great. This is where we just want to draw burn. Yep, and incinerate. Yikes. Alright, well, we're certainly going to take it. Because because this gives us a chance to at least deal 1 damage. Yeah, it's gonna run away from the game here. Well, we might as well attack. Yeah, I think we just try to draw burn. I think attacking Chandra is not productive here. Yeah, I think playing Grim. Do I play Grim Lavamancer? That does not seem productive now. Yep, I think now I just gotta draw. Draw like some direct damage. I didn't snip again in my deck, did I? Okay. All right, that's on us. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, it's gonna be tough. No, we're probably just dead. Oh, so close. So close. Damn. Ah, that Ajani really did it. Maybe I should have cast the Lavamancer after all. You would have killed it though. Maybe that would have done it though. Maybe if I'd cast the Lavamancer, I would have had just one more creature. Shoot. Because that would do 7. Alright, we'll have to concede. Yeah, maybe I should have just cast the Lavamancer and assume, you know, played him out there. Really didn't imagine that that would make the difference, but okay. So I still like these two. Guys like Lavamancer, I do like Stagger Shock. Maybe Volley isn't as good as Stagger Shock since it sort of kills more. What did he? Can't see what he said, okay. I wonder if the guy things like Kenko's Command and Fodder aren't as good as like more grindy cards. Like Dual Caster Mage maybe, or Firecraft. Maybe Stoke. No, Stoke I don't like as much. Maybe Chandra's Phoenix is better. And then maybe we add one more land. Alright, let's try that. Yeah, I think maybe I would have won if I had played that Lavamancer. Could have been it. Necromancer. Top, okay. So do I just play this Iron Shaman as is, or do I try to Megamorph him for like kind of one extra turn? I think I'm okay with the Megamorph for slightly more value. Because he'll also become like a 3-2, so it's a little, or it hits a little bit harder. Scepter again. Ugh. That's unfortunate. One secure the wastes. That sucks. Okay. So cast this face down. Next turn we can Megamorph, and hopefully if we get a land, then we can start Sarconning. He's gonna blow it up. Alright, that's fine. Basically incinerate. That's actually relevant because it takes a card out for Lavamancer. Okay, here's Swift Spear. And do I just incinerate here to do more damage? Can I turn off these notifications? They're quite annoying. Alright, no, screw it. Go away. There. Now I still want to wait in case he has some like annoying planeswalker. Secure the waste. Common Rabble Master, okay. Forked Bolt. Yeah, let's blow that up. power 12. And he'll be at 9. Now I feel like I gotta save the... God, I don't know. The nice thing though is if I incinerate him now, 3, 6, 7, he'll be at 9, and then I can use the Lavamancer. That's pretty good. Okay, let's do it. If I can, I've got 2, 2, and if I can hit with Sarkon, that's pretty close. I really messed up though on the ball. I should have cast this, sacked the Seal of Fire on his Rabble Master. I guess he could have just passed priority. Maybe that's what he did, so he didn't have the opportunity to seal it. Chandra. Okay. That's a thing. So what's he going to do? Add 2 mana. Ooh. On that. Okay, smart. I could just kill his Chandra. If I Seal of Fire this thing, then I can bolt Chandra. Or I can just say this is already 5 to you. Yeah, this is going to end up being problematic. I think I have to kill it. So Seal of Fire this, bolt Chandra and attack. So I know he's got to secure the waste. Just need to hit my my land for Sarkhan here. Yeah, that is problematic. That is quite problematic. Okay, right. I know there's a Rift Bolt coming, and that's going to do 3. So, definitely need to keep my blocker around. Attack, attack. Then he'll Rift Bolt and hit. So no, it's just attack him and keep this blocker around. Kill my Sarkhan. Secure. Yep. Okay. So I really need removal here. Okay. Just attack again, I think. That's all I got. Just need to draw some burn here. It's pretty close. Active aggression's fine too. Confluence. Might even just emblem if he doesn't attack my Sarkhan. He attacks with everyone. 3 brings this down to 3. Uh-oh. Okay. Does not attack. Nice. Alright. So I think I just exile, right? And do 2 damage. And don't forget to Chandra in case he has something. Very close. Alright, well, that's another 2-1. Been getting a lot of 2-1s lately, but that ended up being a pretty fun deck. Thanks for watching.